Hi, Floss too.
Hi, Floss too.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jane.
And we're the BosStitchers. Thanks for joining us today. Let's see, today's January 2nd.
Yes, it is.
2024.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
And I didn't look, but it's episode 80, isn't it? Wowee.
Nice round number.
Yeah. Well, we were kind of thinking it's time for a little retrospective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've gotten a lot of new subscribers, which we are so thankful for.
Very happy. Thank you.
We appreciate you all being here and listening to our nonsense. So we thought that with having new subscribers, that we would give you a little bit of background of us. We started our Floss Tube channel in August of 2020, and the name came, actually it was my husband that came up with the name.
Clever man that he is.
Yeah. Now we differ a little bit on the story here, but I'm going to tell you my version.
Ooh,
so
geez.
my version is that Chris wanted to start a Floss Tube channel, and I was like, nah, I don't think so. I don't know. And she's like, yeah, come on.
Twisted your arm pretty hard.
So I was telling my husband about it, and he goes, oh, you should do that. He goes, oh, you could be called BosStitchers.
Hence we were born.
That kind of sealed it. And we are called BosStitchers because we both live in the suburbs of Boston. So hence Boston Stitchers, BosStitchers. Let's see. I got my start in stitching when I was working at Newton Wellesley Hospital, and I am a laboratorian by trade, and everyone that I worked with, or a lot of people that I worked with, cross-stitched, and I would go to break with them and kind of make fun of them because I really wasn't a crafter. And
so immature of you.
I know, so ridiculous. So one time my boss, I think it was, who was doing a project, and I just, for fun, thought that I would just try it, and as kind of a joke, oh, here, look, I can do this too. And then I kind of liked it, so then I started cross stitching. And
now, do any of those fellow stitchers have floss tubes?
No,
Okay.
not to my knowledge. No.
All right.
No. So that's how. Now, when did you start stitching?
I just kind of I loved crafts. When I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
so I always did something.
Yeah.
And I probably told this before, but one time, as an adult, a friend came with me to my mother's house, and when we left, she said, it's like the Museum of Chris in there. And I never thought it before, because you know how you never really notice what
right.
you grow up with.
Right.
But, it was kind of true. There was the ceramic years, the cruel years. I skipped the macrame years,
okay,
but, the stitch years.
Mm-hmm.
So,
mm-hmm.
yeah. But then, well, I guess.
And you were an only child too, so that's what
I was. I didn't have to share that museum with anyone.
Right.
And long-time viewers would know, there were some off years in there, seeing as it took me 30 years to finish that Santa Claus. But, certainly, I have been doing it, more routinely before the pandemic, but that certainly picked things up.
I'm trying to start my niece early. My
Ooh,
niece
that's right.
She's 3.5.
You got the cards, though.
Yeah.
But as I recall, it was Howie who really enjoyed those stitching cards, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah. I bought her those cardboard cards with the laces in it, and so she's done you know,
Yeah.
she doesn't sit still really long enough to really want
Do any
to
damage.
do that. But and then I actually got her a cross stitch kit. With it's a butterfly, and it's one of those wooden
that's
wooden
a
ones.
great
So
thing.
I thought maybe that would be good
Yeah.
too. Anyway,
that sounds like the next step.
She may graduate from the cards quickly.
Probably it's one of those big plastic needles.
No, actually, it's a kit. It's
it
real,
is? Okay.
yeah. So I'm gonna have to be careful with it.
Yeah,
So she may not be ready for that.
If she loses needles as easily as we do, right?
Yeah. Let's see. What else should we tell you? I'm married. I have a beagle, and his name
What's his name?
His name is Chester, and my last name is Sylvester. So his name is Chester Sylvester, and we actually didn't pick that name. We adopted him, and he came with the name Chester. So we were driving home, and my husband and I were talking and thinking, what are we going to name him? And so I thought, well, Chester's a cute name for a dog. And we're driving, and suddenly my husband goes, his name is Chester Sylvester. So, of course, then we had to keep it. So,
it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a hubby.
I do. And 2 young adult children. My daughter got married this past February. Wow, almost a year.
Wow. Yeah.
And she and my son live close by. Of course, my daughter lives with my son-in-law, but my son lives close by as well. Yeah.
And
So
what'd you do for the holidays?
We had a very nice time. We always go to my husband's family on Christmas Eve in Fall River. And then on Christmas, we were here, and it was my daughter Maddie and her husband Matthew and my son Michael and his girlfriend Darcy. And the kids did most of the cooking. It was very relaxing.
Yeah. That's great.
We had a great day. Yeah. How about you?
Christmas Eve, we went to my niece's.
Nice.
And a lot of my husband's family was there. So, and then on Christmas Day, we had nothing. So we sat around and watched football.
Okay.
And I had a new start.
Oh, well, we're anxious to see that.
So would you like to throw out the first stitch?
I would love to throw out the first stitch.
All right.
So, I have been working away on Country Cottage. And again, I'll have a problem. Is this Moira or Moira Blackburn? In any event, this is a Bothy Threads kit. And my best guess is I started this in 2017. And I have shown it a couple of times of late. But
you're cruising on this now.
I am.
Yeah.
I am sorry for the thread there.
Yeah.
But I am bound and determined that 2024 is the year for this. And I have got a lot done because that outside border, I finished that up, was delighted that it matched. I was going to make it match one way or another, but I was delighted it didn't come to that. And it is a bit slow going because, there's all these little motifs. I don't typically do samplers, so probably most of you are sitting there saying, yeah, that's what samplers are. But since there's all these little motifs, it's a lot of color changes and that. But I'm kind of getting the rhythm down. And as I've said before, so in this, space there where one can put information such as, I'm going to say Maura's name and the date.
think her name's Moira.
You think it is?
Call her Moira.
All right.
Yeah.
I know that's what it looks like,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
all right, we'll call her Moira. And so one of my best friends lives in a monastery. And some friends and I get to visit once a year, and we stay in a guest house on the property. And there's a caretaker there, and she's very nice, and we've come to know her. And the house is called the McMahon House, after there was, some industrial magnate, I guess, who lived there about 100 years ago and donated it. So it's called the McMahon House. So I want to put that in and do it. And my friend is having a big event in August. She'll be in 25 years, a jubilee. Huh. So that's my goal.
Okay.
Finished and framed by August.
So how much is the... So you have more, some up here?
Well, yeah.
And the house?
There's various...
Does the house have to be filled
The house has to be done.
Okay.
So it's still quite a bit, kind of, because the house, of course.
Yeah.
And then there are like some, where you see too much white space, there's still some more things to be filled in, then the date and all that.
Yep.
And then I haven't done the flowers yet.
Oh.
And when all that stuff's finished, not that this part will be that hard, but there's another 2 rows of straight line border.
Oh, yeah.
That go around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not,
you could dispense with that if you'd like.
I could, but I'm a purist, Jane.
Okay. All right.
So I think I'll probably do that.
Yeah.
But, it's not like we'll be back in 2 weeks and I'll be saying, here it is. But it's coming.
Yeah.
And
when did you say you want to have this done by?
Well, August, the end of August is her event, so I want to finish it in plenty of time to get it framed and and all that. And then I have one other thing, one other little whip, which was Stitchy Kindness from my daughter in my stocking. She and her husband were in Scotland over Thanksgiving. She was in her best friend's wedding there. So I had told her, we have a little Scotty. Well, I guess that's a Westie, actually, maybe, because he's white. Of course he is, because his name is Fergus. So I guess maybe that lives out back. And Fergus probably doesn't know I exist, but he is very funny. He comes bounding out anytime he goes outside, and he immediately starts barking. And I think why this is amusing to me is because the owners, you can kind of count 1, 2, 3. Fergie, get back in here. And so he isn't allowed to carry on for too long. But I just love him. So she said this was the closest to Fergus she could come. So this is a very little start. Yeah. And this is actually something that I think I can FFO by myself.
Okay.
So take that,
that's
Janet.
Nice. That's nice.
Yes. She'll probably buy me some more, right? Yeah.
Very nice.
That's it for me.
Very
whips.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, I only have one whip, which I started on Christmas Day.
Oh.
And
wow, you just started that on Christmas Day. That's impressive.
Yeah, so I wanted to stitch, I decided I was going to stitch Wise Men for the 12 days of Christmas.
Oh.
And today is the 9th day of Christmas. And my husband did not give me 9 ladies dancing. My true love did not give me 9 ladies dancing. But he did the laundry, so that's even better.
Right.
So
he gave you time to work on that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so this is Wise Men by Erica Michaels. And it's a ornament. And she stitched it on 40 count silk gauze.
She often does, doesn't she?
Yeah. I did not. This, I decided that I wanted mine bigger. And this is a piece of 28 count navy. by Zweigart.
I love it on that fabric.
Yeah.
Those colors totally pop.
Yeah.
You know, I was noticing as you showed this that, I don't know if did you use all the call forms or no?
No.
Okay, because I don't know what it looks like, but I just love the sounds of peach ice cream.
Yeah, so I used what I had for in my stash, and it did call for gold leaf, and this is all I have left. I'm not even going to actually be able to finish the Smyrna crosses. So down here,
I think I have some of that if you need it.
down here, these are in the spaces here are supposed to be Smyrna crosses.
Are you happy you don't have enough left to do Smyrna crosses?
Well, I will do them in some other, some color, but they won't be probably in gold leaf because I don't think I can. I'm going to do it with one strand, but I still don't think I'm going to have enough. But I did have peach ice cream, and that's just basically it's a kind of a cream, a cream
that's
color.
What it says. That it's it says or any other creamy white color.
Right. Yeah. So that is.
I don't think I've ever eaten peach ice cream. Do you know if that's what it looks like?
So that was for the stars. Actually, do we have our board?
We do.
We'll be able to see this a little bit better. And the other thing about this is you can see down here that in the sections where the stars go, it's filled in purple, and I'm not going to fill that in. I've decided that I'm going to use, there's a little bit of purple in the camels, just on the top of the saddle part of the camel, and the rest at the bottom here is supposed to be purple. But I'm not going to fill that in.
You know,
with purple. I'm just
I
going
could
to
see why
leave
she
it.
would have on Silk Cause, but you don't need to.
No, and I think I actually was wondering if I was even going to do the bottom. I did toy with actually like maybe just leaving it like this.
Oh, okay.
And not doing the stars on the bottom. And I just felt like it kind of needed more.
One more thing. Yeah.
I felt like it needed more. So I'll be doing all of the stars on the bottom in some color that's going to be close to, actually this was gold leaf. So something close to gold leaf. Whatever I can find in my stash. And then
you have a few colors in your stash?
Yeah, a couple.
Okay.
A couple.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, that is Wise Men. And I will definitely finish this by the end of the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm predicting.
Yeah.
I was hoping to do a couple of Wise Men charts during the 12 days of Christmas, but alas, I think one is going to be
I think you made a good choice, though. That one has the wording rather than like 3 big wise men.
Yeah,
you know?
right, yeah. Yeah.
I happen to notice on the back of your Erica Michaels chart there that she's written, "It's easy. You can do this."
Yeah.
Was she talking about 40 count?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So that is my.
And that's a lovely bag that's living in.
Whip. Yes. This is a Studio 88 West bag, and actually I'll just show you. So this is the Marauders map, and this is like a newspaper print from like a Harry Potter or Hogwarts newspaper. So yes. All right. And that's all my whips.
Wow. Well, keep on going.
Okay. All right. So I had a couple of finishes, but first I wanted to just talk about this one more time. This is called Things I Know for Certain, and it's by M. Kissa Designs. You can find this on Etsy. And it is a takeoff on the movie Practical Magic. I have shown this before because I had finished it. And I kept looking at it and kept looking at it. And what I used originally for the purple was a color in cotton. It was called Lilac. And I just kept looking and thinking, that is just too light. I just can't see it. So I ended up ripping it all out and substituting with, let's see, I use a Gentle Art, and this is Grape Fizz. So
Great fizz and peach ice cream.
Yeah. So I'm just much happier with it. I hemmed and hawed. Should I take it out? Should I
complimented
not?
you on how mature you were to do that.
Well, I just knew that it would bug me.
Yeah.
If I just left it. Because I'd be looking at it all the time going, oh, that's just too light. That's just too light. All right. So the last time I had this as a whip. This is from Coates and Clark book called the Cross Stitch Christmas Book.
Is that off a freebie table?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the one thing that attracted me, this is a book from 1982, and the thing that really attracted me to this book was this design here. And it is called, what's it called? I think it's called like Christmas Eve or something like that. Christmas Eve village scene.
Oh, okay.
Very descriptive. So I used all of, did I use all the, I think I used all the called for. This is on a, I don't know, looks like a 32 count, just white fabric. Oh yeah, I know it is. So, so there it is, my finish. And a lot of the, all of the white in there, the roofs and all are not stitched. So, there's quite a bit of stitching in this, but still it was not quite as much as could have been. Anyway, I think this is really cute.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
classic Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that will have to go up into a frame. And then
wow, they just keep
I
coming.
have an FFO.
Oh, okay.
So this is one that I've been working on for a little while. This is a kit, and Menka. It's
good to me.
Russian company. I've had this kit for quite a while and hadn't done it. But this is a thread organizer, and it is on wood. And let's see. So let me see if I can get this. So these were.
There's a lot of colors in there.
Well, some of the colors are from another chart, but
okay.
All of these on the bottom are. So these were the colors. That's all I have.
Oh, that's right. They gave you that back piece too, didn't they?
So here it is, finished.
I love that.
Yeah. And so it's wood, and I was saying the last time that I liked doing it. The thing that I had a tough time with is you really have to like stab and pull.
Yeah.
It's not like, there's no give to it, so you can't really, pull sideways. But I like it, and then they gave you a wooden back, so you stitched the back onto the front, and then it's all finished.
And that's very usable with
It
27.
It's got 27 loops on it. So
got a project ready to put on that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, I'm
Something on the-
gonna be doing a bunch of smalls this
Yeah.
year. So, anyway, I liked doing this project, and would recommend
Yeah, I would like to
these
do one of those.
these kits. So that was
And that was from my
that was
bobbin.
fun.
That you bought that
Yes.
one?
Yeah, I got it from my bobbin. Okay,
All right.
that's it. Do you have haul?
I have a bit of haul.
Okay.
Reach over. Well, I have some exciting haul here.
Yeah.
I just joined Barefoot Needle Arts, excuse me, Fabric Club.
Yeah, so
Quarterly.
if you are waiting for yours and you want to be surprised,
Oh yeah, that's right.
close your eyes.
Yep, because it's just here. And I think all you chose on that was the count and the, like, whether you wanted, linen or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. So I chose 32 count Lugana. I don't know if I need that board or not. And this is Purple Rain. And it's beautiful. I really like it.
Yeah.
I love their fabric. I mean, I love the feel of it, and I love
See if I
the
can get the purple color a little better.
yeah,
I don't know.
because there's nice modeling in it.
Yeah.
It's subtle, but
Yep.
you definitely
Yeah, it's
see
really
a
nice. Yeah.
purplish gray. I just
just looking
noticed
at
that
this.
there's a drink recipe in there for
Yeah.
Purple Rain:
Yeah.
vodka, lemonade, blue curacao,
Mm-hmm.
grenadine, sugar, and lemon. So you not only can drink, but
That's right.
stitch, but be a bartender while you're at it.
And they have a
pretty
non-alcoholic version too.
Wow, that's a pretty color, isn't it, that drink?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
So that was that. And then I went to the World in Stitches. We're lucky enough to have 2 LNSs in our area. World in Stitches is owned by Randy, and that's in Littleton, Mass. And we were also able to go to Stitch New England, owned by Pam, that's in North Attleboro, Mass. So Randy was having I guess that's a pre-inventory sale, huh? And, excuse me, if I had been a step more organized, I would have had the chart out to show you what I bought all these for, but she had a great selection of thread. I was able to get every fancy floss that I wanted, and this is for the Artsy Housewife Golden Delicious. I love that chart. I picked that up when we were at Pam's Stitch New England retreat.
Yeah.
Excuse me. When am I going to start it? Well, we'll get to that later, Jane.
Okay.
Because it's my Boss Me board.
Oh, okay.
We'll see when
it depends.
things come up,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
And I did get a piece of fabric too. I don't know that this is quite going to be what I bought it for, but it's 28 count. Is it white? Yeah. Star sapphire linen. And it is pretty. I just thought in the store it had a tad more green in it, and here it's pretty blue, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I bought that for counting puddles that I also picked up at that retreat from him. So that was it for me.
Okay. So I have, so I saw, occasionally I peruse old charts.
Yes.
And,
a hobby of yours, you could say.
So I saw, so this one is one that I hadn't seen before, and this is a Barbara and Cheryl chart called Along the Coast. And it is, let me see, 1983.
Wow.
But it's got a lot of coastal charts. And I like the sandpipers, and I like this little bait house here.
Those are the days when
yeah.
for $5 you got how many patterns?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10 patterns.
Wow.
Yeah. And let's see. Yeah, it's got I like the seagull too. He's a little plain, but so I got that because I don't have enough.
I know.
And then this one I saw, and this is those of you who have been stitching for a while probably recognize this, but this is a Paragon chart, and it comes with the frame.
Wow.
This one is the Wise Men.
Is this the one you were hoping you maybe would have got done too?
Yeah, well, yeah, because this one, there's really not that much to it. I mean, this, because it's a lot of white.
Yeah.
Either this one or there was another one too. But you can see that, comes with all the floss that you do have to separate, but that's not that big a deal. And it comes with the frame. And I don't know if I would use this frame or not, but, it's kind of cute.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah. And then I put in an order. The other thing about us is we have some favorite designers, and Gitta's in Canada is it's a great shop. We went to Stitch North in April,
that was a treat.
and
too.
I got to go.
Yeah,
and it was awesome. I love her Inuit designs, and so I got a few of those, and just to kind of round out my collection. I've stitched a bunch of them, and I'm gonna just show you a couple of things that I got. So,
now, did you just get these, or are these ones? Some of these you've had, or no?
These I just got, because these I did not have in my collection, which were quite a few. But
I'm surprised.
I have to have them all.
Now, I don't want to start a rumor, but is she closing?
That's what I don't know. I had heard that. I don't know if she is, which is kind of why what prompted me to
These are really
buy
cute.
some of these charts. This is the snowball fight.
I can't believe you haven't had all these.
I know. And then this one is Aurora Borealis. And Nanook and the Bear.
Oh, this is, I really like this one on the fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is Enu's Igloo. I have the seal, I have the one with the husky and fishing. And then this one is Enoch and Walrus. And there's one other one that I wanted to get that I didn't get, but I have to get it. This is Shanu's Letter. So I went a little crazy.
Well, you didn't know if it would be your last chance.
I know. And then this one is Caribou Ride. I should have gotten these when I was there. I did get I think I got a couple of them while I was there, but I should have bought them all, while I was at the shop. And then this is called Outnumbered. That's cute. It's like, it's all these little huskies jumping on one of the little Inuit people. and this is called Inushuk. And last but not least, these are backgrounds for the Inuit children. So this is a book that you can stitch. It basically shows some backgrounds that you can, so you can stitch the background and then put, like I have this chart, and I have, these, all three of these charts I actually already have. But it, rather than, putting it on a piece of white or just, white fabric or colored fabric, you can stitch like the background, a background to them.
That's a good idea.
Anyway.
Well, I think you'll be busy.
Yeah. I love them though.
I know
I really
you do.
love them.
Yeah, like I said, I can't believe you don't.
I know.
Do it
I didn't have them, right?
Have.
I know. Yeah. So, all right. I think that is it for haul plans.
We've got them.
Yes, we have a lot of plans.
It's a new year for Boss Me. Our version of Whipco, Jessie Marie's Whipco, and that we initially did with our friends Kathy and Missy of Two Needles Pulling Thread. And Kathy picks the numbers for us every month, 2 numbers. And now we have a lot of people joining us.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, which is fun. So I'm not going to bore you with all the details here.
With everything you're going to finish in 2024,
right. Yeah. Admittedly, I've got a lot of carryover from 23. But I'm like so bound and determined this year.
Okay.
I've got my 2 picks for January.
Okay, yep.
And it's 7 days of secret stitching.
Secret stitching? What?
So I can't say much more.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And 5 days of Mill Hill.
Okay.
And I'll admit, these weren't necessarily the 2 projects that I want to work on for January. I am doing it. I am in this year. I'm all in. I am committed.
Okay.
I'm going to,
All right.
Just
How many days for the Mill Hill?
5.
Okay.
5 and 7. I didn't do too many 7s.
Okay.
Well, but I got a lot of Mill Hills to choose from.
But you have ones that
I have a couple.
all the stitching is done, and you just have to put the beads on.
Yeah, I have a couple that
I
are
vote
pretty
for that.
close. I know.
I vote for that.
I think I should do that.
Yeah, I think
we'll
so.
see how mature I'm feeling.
Okay.
Those 5 days this month.
Right.
But basically, excuse me. As I said, I do have a lot of carry forward. One that I put on, 2 or 3 days anyway, is Sir Thomas, Glendon Place. That's one, Country Cottage is on there just once because I don't think I'm going to need that many days to do that. And that's something aside from these 12 days that I keep working on.
Yeah.
So I really want to get that done. But I really, at least, I'd love to have Sir Thomas by Thanksgiving. Yeah. But, I'd love to.
Okay.
But if not, I want to make a good effort on it.
Yeah.
So I have a couple like that. And then I have, some that are kind of an incentive to finish some older things that don't necessarily have a lot to do on them.
Yeah.
And other than that, I have some that are a little flexible, like 5 days on something for Maddie, 7 days on something holiday, 5 days gift project. So that gives me a little flexibility in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I stuck to all stitching this time.
Okay.
I didn't put any organizing or any, do a non cross stitch craft thing or read a book or anything like that.
Well, so this is my Boss Me for 2023. I did everything, but there were 4 that I didn't finish. So, Little Drummer Boy, which is my Haid, Scarecrows in the Pumpkin Patch, I didn't do that. Suncatchers, which is an Elsa Williams kit, I did like 2 hours on, but I have it down here for 10. So, and then my Mill Hill Christmas Village was to finish one kit, so it would have been the tree farm, and I haven't finished that yet. But my plan, I really want to do for 2024. I really want to do Mill Hill Mondays.
Yeah.
I did it in 2023 and kind of like fits and starts.
Right,
and,
right.
But I really want to try to stick to it.
Okay.
But sometimes I just forget. It's like but
it's Monday.
But if I get into that,
Rhythm.
if you get into that routine,
right.
then because I really wanted. I
like
really
our friend
try
Deborah,
that.
she does Sir Thomas every Thursday.
Oh yeah,
I think that's a good good rhythm too.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm going to do for 2024 is I'm going to work 30 minutes a day on Let Freedom Ring.
Oh, thank God. Do you know how long I've been waiting for that one? Everybody's been waiting for it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So that one, okay,
Jane.
all right. That one I really want to, And usually I end up, if it's not 30 minutes, sometimes I end up working on it like for an hour because I just won't put it down or whatever. So, so
you're not going to stop like in the middle of a stitch.
No, that would be silly. So, and then for my Boss Me, for January, I got, so I'm doing the letters. I'm doing my husband's first name and my first name in Sylvester letters. They're a leisure arts book, so you'll see it next time. But I have to finish the letters for my name, and then each letter has a bit of a fill-in for background. So I want to finish the fill-in on my husband's name. And then I got 5 hours to work on Anzac.
Oh, I love that too.
So you'll see that one next time too. And other than that, I think, let's see, I don't have all stitching. I have FFO some stuff.
All right.
So, because I do have a bunch of projects that I really should just do. Just frame or figure out what I'm going to do with them. I do have a whip parade on here, so whenever that's called, we'll have a whip parade.
All right.
I have 3 projects that are, well, for any of you who have been watching us, I have this one project that's a dessert project, and I'm doing desserts, like little dessert motifs, as part of, there's a center to it, but then I'm doing dessert motifs around. So you'll see that if you haven't seen it already. But I have this idea for other projects that are kind of similar to that. Oh. I want to do a dog project, and I want to do little motifs of beagles everywhere. And so I have a bunch of that I've taken from other charts. There's like a Norman Rockwell chart that has a beagle on it, so I'll take that. And then there's another group that I want to do that has sheep, and then there's another group I want to do with horses. So those 3,
quite ambitious.
Those 3 projects, they're all to lay it out and actually start it. So,
can I just point out a couple of my favorites?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Make Tracy nervous with skeleton crew.
So that one, I actually don't have a free spot. I put that one right in the middle. So Tracy, my friend from OG Stitchery, and I have started the Cricket Collection Skeleton Crew, and she's pretty far ahead of me on that. But
Well, I just want to say, you better watch out for Tracy.
Yeah.
Because when I wasn't looking, she did 5 days on Last Stitch Cemetery.
Oh, yeah?
And finished it.
She finished it?
She finished it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Left me in the dust.
Wow.
Yeah. So you watch out for her.
Oh, man.
The other one I'm just interested in oldest whip. What is that for you?
I have to figure out which one it is.
I thought that would be nice if that and your whip parade got called at the same time. So, as you were getting things together.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Will carve and dating be necessary?
It's either I think it's a tablecloth.
Is that the daffodil or no?
No, it's that one
okay.
from the Scandinavian. What's the name of that place?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Are they still around?
No, I don't think so.
No, yeah.
But anyway, it's either that tablecloth or it's Stony Creek the Ark.
Oh, the
So
art.
that
That'd
one.
be a great one to get you to. I mean, you've done so much on that.
I know, and I do have it on here.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing more on that.
Okay.
And then once I get Let Freedom Ring done, then I'm going to pick another big project
The world's
to start
your oyster.
doing. Yes. Anyway.
The only thing I'm not sure about is that I gave myself enough flexibility in terms of, I only put 5 days on a new start here. Oh, I did say start or continue on a back, though.
Okay.
I got a lot of those big ones sitting around. 5 days, stitch what you want. Okay.
Yeah.
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 You know what I've got on here?
What?
5 days on anything that intimidates me.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, that could cross with some of these others too. So yeah, I guess I got enough.
So that would be to start something new, or that you have going that intimidates you.
It could be either for that one. 5 days on anything that intimidates me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Grizzly bears.
I guess the beach, because beach bounty. That's one I never get to.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why that's so scary, other than the size.
So, and then, you know how you make plans?
And then you change them?
And then something happens and it just kind of... So, I want to show you, I was watching our friend Lynette homesteading on the home front, and she was saying that her and Amy BosStitchers are going to be starting an Elsa Williams project, and
how could you say no?
I like Elsa Williams a lot, and I have many of her kits, and I really should do them all. Anyway, Lynette was talking about this one, and it is Once Upon a Winter Day, and this is a bell pull. And this is a kit, and it comes with 28 count white Ada. And
28 count, really?
I'm sorry, 14 count.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, 14 count.
I'm the fact checker.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Same size, 28, 14. So Amy, I think, was going to start this yesterday.
Okay.
And I think Lynette is going to use this as her snow day project.
Oh.
So they're going to both start this.
Do you need a new snow day project this year?
I do, but I've already picked mine.
Oh, what are you doing for snow day?
I'm doing New Snow by Glendon Place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Amy, so then there's a companion piece, and it's called the General Store Bell Pull, and of course I have that one too. So that's this one. but I think we're starting with the Once Upon a Winter Day. I think we're starting with this one, and then probably moving on to this one. Now, the counts of this is finished size 6 by 25. This is finished size 6 by 30. But I did a little math last night, and I think if I do the bigger one the smaller one, if I do this on 28 count, and I do this on 32 count, they should come out to about the same size.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm going to try that. And then the other one, ladies, this is the one that I was thinking about starting. This is Saturday Skaters.
Ooh.
And so once we're done with those two, ladies, we should do this one. Because this is sort of another, New England-y feel chart.
I think you've got your sales lined up for quite a while now.
And this is, let's see, finished size on this says 6 by 16. So
you might have to do a little more math and see how that...
But I think that's right in line with the two other bell pulls.
Yes.
So
I do love that one that you're doing with them, though. That's very pretty.
Yeah, I like it. It's the New England scene.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not sure when I'm going to start it. I guess I'm going to start it soon. I also want to start the little sampler that I wanted, kind of like a birth sampler type thing. For my niece. That's Tracy actually recharted the words for me. And I'll pull that out and show you guys. But at the farm, my friends helped me decide which fabric I was going to use and which floss I was going to use. So now I have that.
You got to do it.
Yep. And I have the words charted. I just have to do, actually like count it out.
Yeah.
Make sure I have a big enough piece of fabric to do it. And then the last thing for me is that this is going to be a year of smalls for me. I have so many smalls that I want to get done. So I'm going to start 2 smalls. So 24 in 24. I'm going to start, hopefully finish, but at least start. I'm going to start 2 smalls every month. And for January, I'm going to stitch seasonally. So for January, I'm going to pick like winterish scenes. And the first one I'm going to do is called Cardinal Way by Barefoot Needle Art.
I like that.
Yeah. And I have the gray petty point to put on it. Put it on. This actually, I opened it earlier. This actually calls for 18 count Ada. This is equivalent. So this is 36 count linen. So that will work out just fine. And I haven't quite decided which chart I'm going to pick for my second one, but I have a couple of possibilities. This is called Stella's Sleigh Ride by Chessie and Me. I think that's really cute.
Very nice.
This is a Mill Hill kit that I actually have a piece of fabric to do it on, and this is called Sleigh Ride. So I don't know if this is more Christmassy or if it's winter, but I'm going to say it's winter, even though there's a wreath on the thing. But now this one I really, really like. I don't know why I like it, but I do. I just think that this is adorable. And this is called Let Her Snow, Let Her Snow, Let Her Snow. Isn't that cute?
It is cute. It's
Isn't
different.
It cute?
It's different. Yeah.
And this is,
That wouldn't be a lot either.
no, because it's all basically white.
Yeah.
You got to fill it all in, but let me see.
102 by 80.
Oh yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah. So that technically is a small.
That is, yeah.
And it's by Hillside Samplings, and this is a chart from 1994. Yeah. But I just think it's really cute, and I think I might just do this one. I'm gonna, yeah. Although I like Stella's sleigh though too. That one's cute, isn't it?
I do like that too, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's different. So I think I'd vote for Let Her Snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll
Anyway.
do all three this month.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, if only, right?
I know.
Oh, if only.
And there's more?
Well, the last thing I just wanted to specifically talk to our friend Carol. Carol, I am going to start at least one of these JBW design stockings. So I don't know exactly when I'll start it, but I am going to do at least one, hopefully two, maybe three. But
let's not get too carried away.
So stop bothering me. I'm gonna start them. Of course,
Let's check back in, Carol.
yeah. Of course, the other thing that I have is the 12 Days of Christmas, the JBW, and for these, I have all these happen to have all the charms.
Oh, nice.
And then this is, I'll show you the inside here. Judy actually finished these. She bought she found an old window, and she put them on the window. Isn't that a cute idea?
Wow.
Isn't that a cute idea?
It is very cute.
So these are
Jeez.
on my radar also.
Okay.
And
It's going to be some year of stitching.
So actually, these are all my 12 days things. So I have all of these.
That's true.
From Annie B's.
You do have quite a collection.
I
of
do,
12s.
and then I love these. These are the Manny Dodonna.
Oh yeah.
These are the 12 days, and these actually all come with charms too. So there's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. And 10, 11, 12. And these would be really fast.
Famous last words.
Anyway, so I
I think you could do Christmas all year long.
So I have a lot of smalls.
You do.
Anyway, so these I'm gonna
That's quite a collection.
Yeah.
I do love those little song stockings. So
Yeah. And they should be quick
yeah.
because I'm not finishing them.
And actually, just perish the thought. And like a lot of the same colors, right? So you can kind of roll from one to the next.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
wow, I feel like a sluggard after all that.
yeah. Well, yeah. You know what they say: plans are made to be broken. But anyway, thank you for sticking around with us. And again, thank you to all of our new subscribers. And thank you especially to those who have been with us since the beginning and for some reason are still watching.
Ours is not to question why.
That's right. Yeah, this is, because you're here and because you're watching, you already know, but this is an awesome community and we're very thankful for all of you. And we hope that the new year will bring you lots of good stitching And yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.